CNA faculty, staff, and special guests. Welcome to those of you joining us via Facebook live stream. Please note that the audio will be muted until the grads have been seated. My name is Wayne Howlett, and I am the Senior Campus Director here at the Bay St. George campus. Very excited to be here today to welcome you all and share in this joyous occasion that is your Bay St. George campus graduation ceremony. Firstly, I ask that you please turn off or silence your cell phones to avoid interruptions. Also, please remain seated as we welcome our staff, faculty, and dignitaries onto the stage. want to extend a big welcome to each and every one of you, both present and virtual here today. With the support of your family, friends, and each other, you have attained an important goal in your life, and you should be proud of what you have accomplished. Most of you will now start a career in your chosen field. Some of you may be starting a new career or chapter in your lives. But whatever it is, it starts here. Your training and professional development will continue throughout your careers, and your time with us will serve as the foundation for all of your future endeavors. A special thank you to all of your supporters who were there with you along the journeys these past months. You should all be very proud of what you've accomplished in your time here. Enjoy this day. It's your day. Share it with each other. You deserve it. Today, we have many communities throughout Newfoundland, Labrador, and beyond joining us, and know that we appreciate you. We acknowledge our ancestors and our land. We respectfully acknowledge the land on which we gather as the unceded ancestral homelands of all Indigenous peoples who were here before us, those who live with us now and the 7 generations to come. As First Peoples have done since time immemorial, we strive to be responsible stewards of the land, to respect the cultures, ceremonies, and traditions of all who call it home. As we open our hearts and minds to the past, we commit ourselves to working in a spirit of truth and reconciliation to make a better future for all. Now, we welcome the ladies from the Newfoundland Aboriginal Women's Network to perform a beautiful drum ceremony for us. They are Holly Muse, Michaela Costard, and Carrie Oakley.
We would just like to thank you for the invite here. It's an honor to be here with all of you graduates today. The Newfoundland Aboriginal Women's Network would like to extend a big congratulations to everyone for all your hard work and effort you have that has gotten you here today. The first song we're going to sing is a friendship song. We usually sing this song when we're in the company of friends. So we want to honor the friendships, the new and the old friendships that all of you have made in the last few years. And the second song we're going to sing is a traveling song. We usually sing this song when we're about to part ways and our journey somewhere ends. So we would like to wish all of you a safe journey for your next endeavors, and hopefully all of your dreams come true.
Wow, that's always so beautiful and calming music. Thank you for that. Now I will introduce our guests here on stage, and I ask them to please stand as I call your name. On my left is the Honorable Mr. Scott Reid, Minister of Environment and Climate Change, and Minister responsible for Indigenous Affairs and Reconciliation, and the Member of the House of Assembly for St. George's Humber. Next is Lisa Downey, who's the Registrar for the College of Newfoundland. Gus Yetman, Associate Dean, Academic Applied Arts and Tourism. Jeff Peters, General Counsel. Liz Winnie, President and CEO. Annette Maury, Vice President of Finance and Administration. Deidre Dunn, Associate Vice President of Human Resources. And Mary Parrott, Associate Dean of Health Sciences. Samantha Downey, Big St. George Campus Manager. And Anna Peddle, Manager of Alumni and Events. Thank you. We extend a welcome to the official leader of the PC Party of Newfoundland Labrador, NMHA, for Stephenville Port-au-Port, Mr. Tony Wakeham. Mr. Wakeham is unable to be here today, and we welcome his Executive Assistant, Mr. Kit House, who's representing his office here today. I now ask the Honourable Minister Scott Reid to bring greetings on behalf of the Minister of Education and Early Childhood Development, the Honourable Bernard Davis.
Hi everyone, it's great to be here and on behalf of Minister Davis and to celebrate this important point in your life with you. Graduations are sort of a pivotal point in your lives, and it's an opportunity to reflect on how you got here and the people who've helped you along the way. It's an opportunity to think about the experience that you've had programs and to think about the people here at the college who helped you during that period. And it's also a time to look to the future and think about what the future holds for you and what to think about what's the next step. So it's a very important point in your life, and I'm happy to be here to celebrate that with you all. Graduations are, I mentioned looking at the future, and I think in many ways we live in an age of uncertainty and many things in the world. But we also live in an age of opportunity here in this province and in this country and many places as well. And I think I should say that you should have confidence in yourself as you look to the future, because you're graduating from a very reputable institution that has great instructors that prepares you to face the uncertainty in the world in many ways. And they have also prepared you, and you've prepared yourself for the opportunities that are going to be out there in the world. So I think you have reason to celebrate, reason to be confident as you move forward, and it's a very important time for reflection in your lives, and also celebration of what you've accomplished. Take some time today to thank the people in your lives who've helped you. Your parents, your families, the instructors that have helped you get through this situation, other people in your life that have helped you up to this point. Also, I want to say many of you may be looking for employment, and it's a good time to be looking for employment here in this province. There are going to be many opportunities, and it's a good time to be heading out in the world. And I want to wish you all well as you do that, understanding that you're really well prepared to succeed in your goals. So again, on behalf of myself and on behalf of Minister Davis, I want to congratulate you and wish you well into the future. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Scott. Now I will ask Liz Winnie, President and CEO, to bring her remarks on behalf of the village.
Good morning, folks. Okay, that was pathetic. So we're gonna try again. Good morning, folks. Good morning. That was better. That was much better. That was awesome. You're supposed to be alive and well today. This is the big day. No nerves. This is supposed to be exciting. So I want to thank Minister Reid for his lovely comments and for being here with us today and taking the time. It's extremely important when we get to have special guests like Minister Reid join us. Really honored to have him here today. It's graduation day. You finally got here. Oh, I'm hearing parents, right? I heard some applause from parents. So the applause from parents, is my guess, is more along the lines of, yes, it's graduation day, but they're finally off payroll. Right? Right? Am I right, parents? Right? There we go. This is a happy day, right? It's supposed to be an interactive session with me. It's not supposed to be, this is not overly serious. It's supposed to be fun. I must say there's a couple of things that I'd like to do beforehand. One is say to you that when we announced Samantha, what did you guys do? That warms my heart when our campus administration are recognized so well by our students. So I have high expectations when I ask. I'm going to ask the faculty to please stand up. My job is super easy. Most times, Scott. My job's super easy. These folks back here, they're the ones that are impacting you guys directly. They're the ones that are slugging it out with you, helping you get through to the finish line, as we call today the finish line. They're the ones that are providing the support. They're the ones that are going the extra mile to help all of you along in your journey. So again, another big round of applause for that. I want to share with you today three kind of messages, and I'm walking around with a book in my hand. Anybody who, after graduation, many folks have come up to me afterwards asking me for the book. You can click a picture and you can find it on Amazon. It's probably your easiest spot. But I carry this book with me all the time in my travels, wherever I go. It's called The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari. And it is, believe it or not, it is 28 years old. This book has been out since 1997. I had the pleasures of reading it probably 5 or 6 times already. And every single time I read this book, I get something different out of it. And I would think that each one of you in this audience, parents, grandparents, friends included, will get something different out of it every single time you read it. This book is about, and I'm only going to share, there's 7 kind of streams or values or streams of thought in this book. I'm going to share with you 3 because I don't have all day up here. They won't allow me to stand up here talking to you all day. They'll get very upset with me. But also I think I want to sort of drop a little carrot and hopefully you'll pick up the book. So this book is about a high stakes lawyer, Jeff, a high stakes lawyer in New York City who's in probably his 50s and had everything, including the Ferrari. He had the houses, he had the money, he had everything you could possibly imagine. He's in court one day. It's a Monday morning, and he drops to the floor as he's giving his opening remarks. And he has a heart attack. And at that point, he is confronted with life. Right then and there, life and death happens right like that. And he's confronted with, what am I going to do? How am I going to deal with this emptiness I've been feeling? So, hence the title of the book, he sold his Ferrari, he sold everything he owned, and he went to India. I'm not encouraging you to sell everything or anything like that, but I think there's some messaging here. So he sells everything and he goes to India. And he goes and hangs out with some monks. And the monks teach him virtues and try to get him to think about life differently. It's not about the Ferrari. So one of the virtues that he speaks of is mastering your mind. And you're all kind of sitting going, oh, what's mastering my mind? It's actually kind of interesting. It's about taking your negative thoughts, and we all have negative thoughts on a daily basis, and flipping them to positive thoughts, or not allowing those negative thoughts to continue with you throughout your day. Well, what do you mean? I'll give you a perfect example. Yesterday, I wake up and I'm excited. It's going to be a great day, beautiful day outside. But I wake up and I can hear the water running. I shouldn't be hearing water running. And I turn the corner and the toilet has decided to become a volcanic, overloaded water spewing item with water everywhere. This actually happened. I'm not making this up. So I quickly turn it off, get the towels going, and in my head I'm going, oh my God, this is going to be a horrible day because it's already starting off like this. So then I get all ready, head out the door, oh, this is going to be a great one. But I decided to say, I had no control over that event. The event is past. My day is now going to be much better. I get into the office. I didn't have time to take my vitamins. I take out my vitamins and I drop them everywhere. Splat. I got stuff running around everywhere that I have to pick up. Now I'm thinking, okay, now this is someone really telling me I'm in for a bad day. But instead of doing that, I stood up and I said, well, again, I guess I could have controlled it by holding on a little tighter, but I can't control these actions. Therefore, I'm just going to let it pass and continue on with my day with a positive attitude. My day ended with a beautiful kayak on Gull Pond, not quite eaten alive by black flies, which was a good thing. And it was a great day. But had I let my day start and become ruined by what had transpired earlier, then I'm kind of, well, as they say, shit out of luck. So that's kind of around that sort of mastering your mind, trying to control your thoughts and not allowing the events of the day or the events that are happening to you to sort of control how you feel. The second virtue that he talks about, and this is probably one of my favorites, is to follow your purpose and have passion in life. Have passion for what you're doing. I love what I do, especially when I get to speak to young people like you guys. I love getting up in the morning. I love everything that I have. But the biggest piece here is to make sure that you have and have found your purpose in life. We make things so complicated and oftentimes don't believe that we can do something. But you're all sitting here because you managed to get through something, right? You all plowed through getting through that something. Not every day was easy, I'm sure. I see lots of heads nodding. Your I can, and this is very important, your I can is far more important than your IQ. I don't care how smart you are. But if you have the will and the passion to do something, you will always succeed. So continue believing in yourselves. Continue believing in your I can. No matter how hard things get, always believe in your I can. And the last one I'm going to leave you with is to selflessly serve others. Okay, that's big. What do I mean? We need connections in our lives. We need to feel fulfillment. So along with passion comes a need in a human being to feel fulfilled. So how do we feel fulfilled? I want to leave you with this. I want you all to think about how you are going to leave this world or create a better place in today. How are you going to make your mark? How are you going to create a better world for the generation that will come after you? Every single one of you have been impacted by somebody in your lives, whether it's a teacher in K-12 or a neighbor, a grandparent, a parent, one of our faculty members, Samantha. Everybody has somebody who has impacted them. I want you to pay it forward. I want you guys to think about how am I going to impact somebody that I come across? There's PCAs out here, there's electricians, there's LPNs, there's everything. How are you going to pay? You get somebody brand new working for you in 10 years' time, fresh out of school. How are you going to guide them? How are you going to impact them? You've played softball or hockey all your lives. Are you going to become that coach that you always admired? We need to have community involvement. We need to create a world where we volunteer and give back. And giving back doesn't mean writing a check. You need to give back of yourselves to your communities. Create that community that you love so much as you went through this journey, as you got here into these seats, and how you're going to look at that as you move forward. Because a sense of community is more important probably than anything else. And we're losing touch with that sense of community in our world today. We're so wrapped up in the internet, in Instagram, in Facebook. Well, probably not Facebook, right? Not Facebook. But all of that social media, and we're forgetting that we actually need to connect with people. 400 Instagram followers or 400 Facebook friends doesn't mean you've connected. You need to connect with actual people. Have face-to-face conversations. Talk to people. Make a difference in their lives. Make a difference in somebody else's life as they're coming up through. So that's what I wanted to leave you with today. I want to personally congratulate each and every one of you. You've come a long ways in the last few years. Some of you a year, some of you 2 years, some of you 3 years. Some of you maybe even longer. But you've got to today. This is a big moment. Enjoy today. Celebrate today. We don't take enough time to celebrate big occasions. You need to celebrate today. For all of those in the audience, You were also given, most of you probably walked in with a program, right? Well, do we have programs out there? Everybody good to see programs? They're not only there to read, they're actually there to fan you, because it is extremely warm in here, and I understand that. And you need to feel sorry for us up here and down here, because these 200-year-old polyester robes, somebody still hasn't figured out how to make them cooler. But enjoy today, celebrate with your families, have fun. This is all, oh, there we go. He's there. Have fun tonight, have fun today, be safe, and enjoy. Thanks very much.
Thanks very much, Liz. We will now hear from Jacob Manning, Acclaim Award winner, to present his alumni message. We'll be on the video.
Hey everyone, I'm Jacob Manning, a 2018 graduate of CNA's graphic design program. Look, first of all, huge congratulations. Graduating is a major accomplishment. You put in the work, so just take some time today to celebrate with those you love and do whatever makes you happy. And then, you'll face the next step, which is figuring out what comes after. And that can feel overwhelming. It did for me. But just remember that you've got a network of CNA grads who are cheering you on. And many of us have gone on to build successful careers. And you're on that same path now. For me, it started with uncertainty. I grew up in a creative household. My mom was an art teacher. I knew I wanted to do something creative, but I just wasn't really sure about where to go. And I had a heart-to-heart conversation with my dad, who reminded me, look, it's important to follow your passion and do something you love, but you also need to think about making a living. And so his advice, albeit a bit blunt at the time, led me to CNA. And I found the graphic design program. I scrambled to submit a portfolio at the last minute. I got in, and it was a perfect fit for me. And since graduating, I've worked in digital media and communications. I'm currently the manager of creative production in the Office of the Premier of Nova Scotia. I started out with a freelance contract for Tim Houston's campaign in 2021. And now I work in the Premier's office here on everything from social media content to the larger scale government marketing campaigns that we run. So that's enough about me. Just a bit of background, I guess, on where I'm at. But listen, the message I want to leave you with is that whatever comes next, you've already proven that you have what it takes, right? You've already worked hard, you worked through the challenges, you dealt with the personalities that come along with all of it, the anxiety and the stress and everything else, and you came out stronger. And so be proud of where you're at, be proud of where you're from. I know I am. I'm a very proud Newfoundlander and Labradorian. If I get the opportunity to tell someone here, I certainly tell them. And just know that you have a proud Newfoundlander and Labradorian in Nova Scotia from CNA that's cheering you on too. So you're part of something special. It's a family that you carry for the rest of your life. I was home recently in St. John's and ran into an former instructor I had there at CNA who left me with some great advice for where I'm at in my life right now. So nurture those relationships and those friendships, and don't let them go. They're valuable. They're solid, and they'll carry you forward in your life in ways that you may not even think possible. So, congrats again. Best of luck to everyone, and take good care. All the best.
Fantastic message. Thanks for that. Now we're going to move on to the presentation of graduation scrolls, honor cords, practical learning pins, and alumni pins. Some students will also receive an honor cord when receiving their certificate, and that signifies that student has achieved honor status at graduation. CNA recognizes students who have attained their honor status in each semester of their program, resulting in an overall GPA of 4.0 with no mark less than 80% in any course. There is an asterisk next or before the name of the students in your booklet whose program is in progress and will graduate at the end of June. I ask the audience to please hold your applause until the end of the presentations and the recognition of the grads. Also, we acknowledge the students who are not able to be with us here today. Now I'm going to ask Liz to come forward and present the graduation scrolls to our graduates. Due to fire regulations here at the Arts and Culture Center, we ask that you take pictures from your seats if possible and not block the aisles. Also, Anna Peddle, Manager of Alumni and Advancement, will present you with your alumni pin as you go through. And for the practical nursing grad, you will also receive a practical nursing pin from Mary Perry, Associate Dean of Health Sciences. Now the class of 2025. So, Ola Watson Kanabi, Community Leadership Development, recipient of the CNA International Scholarship.
Pictures that I have to.
Not officially, but there.
She's there. Yeah.
Well, there she is.
I just want to make sure that, you know, we're focused and facing the right direction.
There she is.
Doing our thing. Right here. Go, let it go.
Next, Felicia Bennett, Community Leadership Development. Next, we have Josephine Bergovich, Community Leadership Development, and recipient of the CNA High Five Bursary. Okay, next we have Michael Button, Community Leadership Development.
Go Mike!
Next we have Morgan Lacosta, Community Leadership Development. Next we have Felipe Mabayode, Community Leadership Development, recipient of the CNA Veteran Leadership Achievement Award. And next we have Nadine Mabusut, Community Leadership Development, recipient of the RBC Achievement Award. Next we have Tonola Oladejo, Community Leadership Development, recipient of the Fry Family Foundation CNA Leadership Achievement Award, Town of Stephenville Achievement Award, and the Perseverance Award. Next, we have Brooklyn Young, Community Leadership Development, and recipient of the Walker Wood Foundation Achievement Award. Next, we have Ethan Roger Young of the College Transition Program. Next, we have Laura Brown from Digital Animation.
I love the solid, handshake, and this is excellent. That's perfect. So congratulations, and folks, don't be nervous when you come up here, right? This is all supposed to be fun and enjoyable, and no, but we've had some folks come up before you that are all tensed up, and this is your day. Just enjoy every last moment of it. I will ask you a couple questions. I'm not going to put you on the spot. But just really enjoy what you're going to go through and enjoy the spotlight. There's like 4 of them, I think. Excellent.
Next, we have Stephen Gillett, Digital Animation. Next, we have Jacob Mackey, Digital Animation. Next, we have Lily Murphy, Digital Animation. Darren Bruce, Digital Filmmaking, recipient of the Ottawa Road Memorial Award.
Where's the family? Oh, yeah!
Jacob Irvin, Digital Filmmaking, recipient of the Gideon College Alumni Achievement Award. Savannah Campbell, Digital Filmmaking. Bree Downey, Digital Filmmaking, and recipient of the CNN Faculty and Staff Achievement Award. Cesar Espinoza Torres, Digital Filmmaking. Chinosa Okonkwo, Digital Filmmaking, and recipient of the CNA Faculty and Staff Privilege.
I love it how he's got, wave on the go. That's very good. You gotta take this.
Abigail White, digital filmmaker. And William, better known as Joe Young, tourism and hospitality services. Brady Shepherd, accountant. Kelsey Snook, executive office management. Leslie Duffney, medical office management. Abby Morales, medical office management. Mark Conley, advanced care paramedicine. And now for the practical nursing graduates, we have Christy Bennett, recipient of the CLP NNL Clinical Academic Excellence Award. Kennedy Benoit, practical nursing. Daniel Evans, practical nursing. Ashton Hall, practical nursing. Donna Jessel, practical nursing. Tammy King from practical nursing and member of the Honor Society. Michelle Lee, practical nursing. Tamara Lichty from practical nursing. Stephen McDonald from practical nursing. Tyra Nolan, practical nursing. Shaylin Perry from practical nursing.
Put my mic on? There we go. So every once in a while, and it doesn't happen all that often, but it does happen every once in a while, we do get the honor of graduating our own children. So off of payroll is always a good thing. So I'm going to ask Jeff to come up and join me as his son is going to be graduating today and getting off of payroll, and I think there's a huge amount of pride standing here as Nathan comes across, and Mary, I don't know where you're sitting, Mary, you're way up there. I heard, because Nathan's hair was much longer this time than I saw him the last time, and I heard you're jealous of his, yes, she's like totally jealous. So Nathan and my daughter went to school together, so this is exciting for us when we graduate some of our own kids and see them grow up and see the young people that they've become. And so we have a special dad is going to present him with his scroll.
Nathan Beard. Also recipient of the PLP Honorary Academic Excellence Award. Tori Short from Practical Nursing. Carrie Smith from Practical Nursing. Emily Wells, practical nurse. Tanika Young, practical nurse. For the primary care paramedicine program, Donovan Dobbin. Chloe Gallant, from primary care paramedic. Paige Hanlon, from primary care paramedic. Dawson Hunt Benoit, from primary care paramedic. Chloe Kyle, from primary care paramedicine and member of the Honor Society. Tanner Vallis, from primary care paramedicine and member of the Honor Society. Michael Young, from primary care paramedicine and member of the Honor Society. From the Automotive Service Technician class, Ty Gillum, recipient of the Princess Auto Foundation Industrial Qualification. Rebecca Mitchell, from the Automotive Service Technicians and member of the Honor Society. Now from our Baking and Pastry Arts program, Jacob Hancock, recipient of the Pastry Pursuit Excellence Award. Carol Jesso, Baking and Pastry Arts, and recipient of the Most Spirited Baking and Pastry Arts Student Award and the Baking Association of Canada Atlantic Chapter Scholarship. Elena Laney, Baking and Pastry Arts, and recipient of the Mary Oliver Memorial Scholarship, the Baking Association of Canada Atlantic Chapter Scholarship, and the Baking and Pastry Awards Arts Rising Star Award. Janelle Sacre, Baking and Pastry Arts, and recipient of the Most Improved Baking and Pastry Arts Student Award. Now for the Commercial Driver Program, Nathan Patton, member of the Honor Society. From the Cooking Program, Bailey Kendall, recipient of the Harrison McCain Foundation Entrance Bursary, George Baker Most Spirited Award. Sagar Kumar, from Cooking, recipient of Howard Lee Memorial Bursary and the Royal Memorial Scholarship.
Where are friends? There are friends. Are you taking a video, friends? Yeah. Yes, okay, so he wants to say hi to his family, so say hi to your family. He's waving to his family in India, so hi mom and dad and family in India.
Recipient of the Harrison McCain Foundation Entrance Bursary and the Bob French Memorial Bursary. Also from Cooking, Andrew Robotham. Jiwanjot Singh, from Cooking, recipient of the Paul and Finton Most Improved Award and the Hibernia Diversity Award.
friends. Hey, friends. And saying hi to Mom and Dad in India again. So hi, Mom and Dad.
And now, from the Hairstylist Program, Raylyn Canning, recipient of the Jasmine Walters Memorial Distinction Award and the Hebron Women in Industrial Trades and Engineering Technology Bursary. Caitlin Clark, hairstylist. Chloe Colburn, hairstylist. Sarah Collins, hairstylist, and recipient of the Salon 70 Award. Shannon Courtney, hairstylist and recipient of the Helen Hooper Award. Summer Courtney, hairstylist.
Hair. I mean, they're always the ones that are the best presented, and you know, just well done, guys. It's always obvious when the hairstylist come around. So well done. Congratulations.
Tori Downey, hairstylist. Shanil Lasaga, hairstylist. Monique McCann, hairstylist.
So if folks want their hair done, it sounds like it's Cloud9 or Salon 70. That seems to be the choice of the majority of students this year. So that's where you go if you want the good do's.
Lisa Meany, hairstylist.
Yeah, no, this is always important, and it's always important for our young people to understand. We're walking across the stage today because this was a bucket list item. You know, this is what passion is. This is what finding your passion is. She's been cutting hair since she was 14 years old, but didn't quite go down that path, and now we've sort of swung in there. So that really speaks volumes to what I said earlier today, and congratulations and good luck.
Rhoda Smith, hairstylist. Now, from the heavy duty equipment technician, truck transport mechanic, is Gabriel Barrett. Also from HCET, William Burton. HCET's Braden Haynes. Isabella Cressy News from the Evan Dunn from HCET. Triton Felix, HCET. Landon Galton from HCET. Nathan Gulliver from HCET. Congrats. Jeremiah Lee Downey from the HCET program. Rowan Matthews from the HCET program and recipient of the Five Family Foundation CNA Leadership Achievement Award. Nicholas McGraw from the HCET program. Haley Payne from HCET. Alex Power from HDET. Adam Reichart, HTZ.
So he's getting better, right? He's catching on to when I stop. So I think a big round of applause because I hear that we're getting married. That's awesome. You said she's somewhere out there, so wife-to-be, stand up. June 21st is a special day. Awesome.
Matthew Roach from the HCET program.
I'm Matthew. Anyway.
Evan Sims from HCET. Rain Tatchell, heavy duty equipment technician. Abigail Young, heavy duty equipment technician. Gina Brink, heavy equipment operator program. William Collier, heavy equipment operator. Kyle Phillips, from heavy equipment operator.
Woo! Way to go, LMK!
Hi, big brother. Yeah, I know. But these stories are so important because everybody comes across the stage with a different angle and a different story, and I really appreciate when I hear stories like this. So the fisherman here who decided that this is just always what he's wanted to do, and he stays home and he takes care of his grandfather when he's not working in. And those are things that really bring to the roots of who we are as a people, as humanity. Yeah, I wish you all the best. Congratulations.
Now for the Mobile Crane Operator program, Daryl Young, member of the Honor Society. next we have next we have an extra announcement for this one on Zachary Keynes from Power Sports Technician. He is the recipient of the gold medal for outdoor power and recreation equipment post-secondary at the skills competition in Canada.
So folks, this is awesome, right? Because this is why we do the things we do. Skills Canada, and it was just last week, you just got back on like Monday. You were there with Shirley Woodward and Chris Moss and a whole bunch of people. Just nod and say yes, you're instructor. Jeremy, you went with Jeremy as well? And Scott? Awesome, awesome. The skills competition is kind of like the Olympics of trades. Fair enough? People are there with, you know, the flag of Newfoundland and Labrador and cheering everybody on, and they get bronze, silver, and gold. And you just came home with?
Damon Downey, Power Sports Technician. Brody Holt, Power Sports Technician. Cameron Jessel, Power Sports Technician. Manish Samuel, Power Sports Technician. Tennille Hancock for the Wind Turbine Technician Program and recipient of the World Energy GH2 Scholarship. John Jessel, Wind Turbine Tech, recipient of the World Energy GH2 Scholarship. Kevin Roger Sparks, Wind Turbine Technician, recipient of the World Energy GH2 Scholarship. Nathan Sullivan, Wind Turbine Technician.
I'm just going to point out that I'm afraid now because my last recipient is here. I don't know how a 10. I'm bracing myself for what comes next. Okay.
You probably should.
Bring it
I
on.
got a special request. I got a special request on this one. The one and only Tyler Woods. Congratulations. Now, so that we don't let this have too long a break, we're going to move to the presentation of the President's Medals. Another important achievement for us to celebrate and recognize is the presentation of the President's Medals. These medals are awarded to the graduate who has achieved the highest overall average in their program. Liz will present these medals. We have 9 winners this time around, and it's my pleasure to announce the winners. We had a tie in the Mobile Crane Operator program, and the first recipient is Ryan Ballard. Ryan's not here today. Okay, well, congrats, Ryan. The second recipient on the Mobile Crane Operator for the President's Medal is Daryl Young. Congrats. From the Advanced Care Paramedicine, Tabitha Mix. He's not with us today, so congratulations. From Digital Animation, Riley Catman. Congrats, Riley. From the Practical Nursing Program, and we know he's here, Nathan Peters. Congrats, man. For the Primary Care Paramedicine Program, Michael Young. From the Automotive Service Technician Program, Ty Gillen. From the college transition program, the winner is Keaton White. Again, Keaton's on yesterday, so congrats to Keaton. And lastly, from the heavy equipment operator program, Samuel Roach Ford. Congrats to Samuel in his absence. Now that completes the 9 award winners of the President's Medal.
Be up here again. I just want to congratulate the President's Medal Award winners. You have to understand that it is quite the honor to receive those medals. They are to the best and the brightest in your classes, and I do want a heartfelt congratulations to all of you, so congrats.
Thank you, Liz. Just a note, there are other President's Medals that will be awarded in June at the completion of the programs. The Governor General's Award is the highest graduate of this graduation. However, we cannot present that one until all the final marks are submitted in June. And now, the valedictorian of the class of 2025, Tonola Oladejo, will come forward to who is representing the class of 2025.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. My name is... Okay, good morning, everyone. That's better. My name is Sinola Esther Oladejo, and I'm a graduating student of the Community Leadership Development Program. I'd like to welcome family and friends, faculty and staff, distinguished guests, and my fellow graduates. I'd also like to make a special shout out to my family, my parents, my mom and dad. They're currently live streaming from Nigeria. So hi mom, hi dad. My mom is probably rolling on the ground now. Wow, just wow. Standing here today, it feels like I'm standing inside a dream. One that was once tucked deep inside my heart. Soft, hopeful, maybe even a little too big for my suitcase when I left Nigeria. But somehow, here we are, we made it. To the staff, faculty, and leadership of CNA Bay St. George campus, thank you. You've been more than teachers, you've been mentors, encouragers, even our unofficial therapists at times. To every family member, friend, and supporter watching today, whether you're right here or cheering us on from across nation, thank you. This celebration, it's yours too. And to my fellow graduates, classmates, teammates, hallway nodders, late night assignments and study survivors, I see you, I celebrate you. Today isn't just about the finish line, it's about everything it took to get here. When I arrived in Newfoundland, I carried more than my luggage. I carried dreams, I carried faith, and yes, I carried a few fears I didn't say out loud. Would I fit in? Would I be enough? There were quiet days, lonely days, days I missed the sun and my mom's cooking. But then, I found home, not just in buildings, but in people. And through it all, there was this word in my favorite book that kept me going. It says, "Let us not grow weary of doing good, for in due season we would reap if we do not give up." This is our due season. We didn't give up. We showed up, even when we were tired, even when we felt like imposters, even when we had no idea what APA format meant. We did the group project, yes, even the one where 2 people did all the work. We cried a little, maybe a little too much, laughed a lot, and here we are, more than graduates. We're overcomers, we're becoming. So wherever life takes us next, grad school, a new job, going home, starting over, I hope we carry more than a certificate. I hope we carry kindness, curiosity, the courage to care deeply, and the wisdom to build communities where everyone feels like they belong. To the class of 2025. To the class of 2025. Let's go out there, not just to succeed, but to serve. Not just to chase titles, but to leave impact. And let's never forget where we started, or the people who helped us begin. Thank you.
Thank you, Tanala. Fantastic speech. I now ask the Community Leadership Instructor, Mr. Andrew Hibbets, to come forward to present a gift to the valedictorian. Fantastic. Congratulations. Congrats to everybody. I now ask you to stand for the playing of the national anthem. And now, with all the formalities out of the way, you can move your tassel from the right side to the left side of your cap. You are now an official 2025 graduate. Fantastic. Thank you to everyone. You are now an automatic member of the CNA Alumni Association. You are always a member of the CNA family, and we are always here for you. A special thank you to Anna and Dave, Elizabeth, Martina, Stephanie, Lisa, Allison, Vanessa, Paula, Samantha, and so many more. That's like getting into names. I don't want to miss anyone. The entire graduation committee for all your hard work in preparing for today's graduation. Thank you to our CNA faculty and staff. It's incredible work that they do every day for all you have done to make this day happen. They are truly amazing people to work with, I can show you. And thank you to the staff here at the Arts and Culture Center for your wonderful support and assistance you provide to the committee every year to make this a memorable day. Thank you to Wanda, Michael, Kevin, Lori, and Josh. You're all invited immediately following this event to the Bakerley Dining Hall at the DSB Fallow building for a reception, so straight through the lights, second building on the right. Please bring your own your gowns, all of us, to the Fallow. There will be a table set up in the lobby for you to return, and your gown will be scanned back in. As we leave this part of our graduation and move to the celebration of food and refreshments on the other side of the building, let's remember our kitchen staff. Tremendous amount of work. You're going to be very impressed with the decoration. Always highly impressed with the food that Elizabeth and her team puts out in the kitchen staff, so let's never forget the amount of work those people do. I ask the honor cord recipients to meet in the room at the left at the bottom of the stairs. When you go down over the stairs from the theater, go to the left. If you have an honor cord, assimilate there. Vanessa will then bring you back to the stage after everybody's gone for a group photo. If they'd like to do it right here, you can do that. That would be great. I ask the audience to please remain seated until all the graduates exit theater first, and then the stage guests. So you can have a seat. Be prepared to exit. This now concludes our 2025 graduation ceremony. Thank you, be safe, and most of all, remember this is your day.